John Otto, and my company is Otto Art Products. I cater to watercolor artists. I have products that are innovative and will make your job as a watercolor artist much easier. The first release of my products is the Otto Stretcher. It's an engineered stretcher that takes all of the frustration out of stretching watercolor paper. The components consist of a 1/2-inch core board panel. I recommend the product called Incredible Artboard by Graphics, but if that's not available to you, the Gator board works fine. This happens to be the small size, my small stretcher, which accommodates a 1/4 sheet of watercolor paper. The other components consist of 2 short sides and 2 long sides of a clamp bar that's engineered to pinch that paper tight to the core board without damaging the decal. It's made out of poplar and stainless steel fittings, and you can take this outdoors to paint. It's lightweight, makes it nice and portable, so you can go from your home studio to school to take it outdoors and do the plein air or outdoor painting. The final component is a loop handle T-wrench that operates the tightening and loosening of the fasteners. It has a big enough handle so if you have some joint issues, you can still apply enough pressure. So I've got a 140-pound paper. It's an Arches cold press. It's been soaking for approximately 3 minutes. Heavier paper, you want to soak it a little bit longer. But let me show you how easy it is to use this product. Go ahead and pick that paper up by a corner and let it just drip off. It's expanded now. The water's gone into the cells, made that paper a little bit larger. And after all, stretching watercolor paper is expanding it and putting it into some kind of a system that restricts the edges so when it dries it's tight like a drum. So you just take that paper and line up the 4 sides with the 4 sides of the panel. Smooth out any air that's underneath it with a sponge. Then take your short bar, slide it over the table, line up that stretcher bar so that it's the center of it is centered with the panel. You can be off 1/8 of an inch and it's not going to matter. Go ahead and twist it clockwise. You don't have to put a lot of pressure right now. You'll see that clamp down on the paper. And we have a process where we tighten it in the final stage. Take the other short bar and mount it onto the panel in the paper. Again, twist that cap screw. Nice stainless steel fitting so that it's firm. Then you can actually pick it up, take a long side, center it. You want to center it so that it's kind of in between the 2 mitered corners of the short side. There'll be a little gap, and that's part of the design so that water drains when you set it up against a wall to dry. So it's not a flaw, it's part of the design. You can rotate it, grab the other stretcher bar, and what you've done before you get to this process is you've loosened these cap screws so that the bar is wide enough to easily slip on. Twister clockwise. Now go ahead and pick a corner, doesn't matter which corner, and go ahead and go approximately a 1/2 to a full turn. And you'll be able to tell you don't want to use excessive pressure. It's designed to apply a firm pressure that's adequate to keep that paper pinned down when it's drying. So as you use the product, you'll get the feel for it. And I just go ahead and work my way all the way around. Generally 1/4 to 3/4 is all that's needed. Initially, if you didn't get it down, if one of them isn't down as far as the other when you're doing that first tightening, then you'll have to tighten it just a little more. That's all it takes. Go ahead and lay that aside and let it dry, or take a hair dryer and dry it, and you're ready to paint. You haven't spent a lot of time being frustrated using glue tape and staples, and when you're done, you reverse the process, take the bars off, you have a flat painting ready to mat, and frame. So that's the Otto stretcher. There's two other sizes, a medium and a large, that'll accommodate the half sheet and full sheet of a 22 by 30 watercolor paper. Please enjoy my website. There's a talking character. Her name is Jan. She'll walk you through the steps on, there's a user guide. It'll be explained how you can purchase through PayPal or fill out a form. And then at the last page of my website, there's a place to make some comments. There's also a place to give me your email address so that I can contact you with new products coming out. If you're affiliated with schools or workshops, I would be happy to give you some special pricing if a group of artists want to order. Again, thank you for coming to the website and viewing this very simple demonstration of how to stretch watercolor paper.